Hi guys, I'm popping on again for another surprise live. I said yesterday that I might pop on yesterday again or today. And I've got some time before I go to night shift, so I thought I'd pop on. I apologise again for the sniffles. I still have hay fever, so if anyone has a miracle cure, I'd love to know because Zyrtec is not working for me, which is rather frustrating, but it's causing me to be so sniffly and yuck. So I'm just gonna share. Oh goodness me, what have I done? Share. Oh, my iPad is not liking me at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop because I've just remembered something. So I'm gonna grab something because I do have a giveaway. So I'd love it if you're popping on to say hello and where you're from, and please do share my video. I'm going to give someone that randomly shares a packet of these Toil Tidings glitter enamel dots. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, I'll send those off to you. I'll pick someone that has shared, and the lovely Lee Mitchell that shared yesterday is going to get a packet of these beautiful little jingle bells from me. So congrats Lee. I'll post those off to you. So thank you so much for sharing my video. Hi Kylie, I'm just popping on before I go to work and I've got hay fever, so I apologize. I'm really sniffly. So share my video. I'd love to give those to one of you. So today I'm going to create something from the brand new, which went live to demonstrators. This will be backwards, but the brand new mini catalogue. So this one is using, I think there's no celebration products on there, it's just mini catalogue products. So I thought I'll do something that's using the new stuff. So I'm going to flip the camera around. Oh, by the way, I'm going to take a picture later because I did my I should correct that. My sister came over and helped me finish my Christmas tree, but I have some peacock baubles on my Christmas tree. So I thought about it and thought you guys would find it funny because I'm not kidding. I've got peacocks everywhere. So I haven't shown this little guy. This is Peppy Peacock, my little Stampin' mascot. So I love my peacocks. Kylie was with me. Kylie Curry that's on was with me when I bought this one in New Zealand. So I shall turn the camera around. Hopefully this goes successfully. It wasn't too bad yesterday. So just flip that on so I don't make you all dizzy. And hopefully all good. We've got to zoom in. It never likes me zooming in. So today I've been and got my nails done. Don't mind my stamping. You can see a new stamp here because I've been stamping. I'll give you a sneak peek. It's going to be on my blog. I cased a card from the celebration catalogue, and I didn't case this one. I kind of made it myself using some new products. So have been crafting away like crazy. Today we're going to make another card. Hi Wendy. Lee, if you didn't catch it, because I can see you popped on, you've won a packet of these jingle bells from me, which I'll get in the post to you for sharing my video yesterday. And today I'm giving away a packet of these Toil Tidings glitter enamel dots to someone that shares the video. So do share away. I would love to send those out to you. So we're going to make this card. Thanks Wendy for sharing. Which is cased from the catalogue, but I added some Kayla touches to it. So this is using a new stamp set. I'm just going to take a sip of water. That's better. This is the Heart to Heart stamp set, and it does have a coordinating die, which is really super cute. I'm actually going to have a class, which I've already made. I'm so prepared for January using this bundle, where you'll make 3 different cards and 2 of each, so 6 cards, and you'll be able to get that for free by buying the bundle from me in January. So I will have more details on that very soon. So this is the bundle we're using. I've pre-cut some bits and pieces. So I have used a standard half an A4 size folded in half, and this is Sahara sand. So I've got that for my card base, which you can see here, and then I've cut 2 bits for my inside of my card, which is an 1/8 of an inch smaller than my card base in Sahara sand, and then 1/8 of an inch smaller again in Whisper White for my inside. And then I've done the same for the outside, but I've gone the opposite way. So I've got the bigger piece as my Whisper White, and then the smaller piece as Sahara sand. I have cut a stitched a rectangle stitched, and this, I think, yep, this is the second biggest one in Whisper White. And then I have cut, hi Chris, oh thanks Wendy, I got these done today, so they're my festive nails. I was feeling rather naked because I had no nails left since I got back from my honeymoon, because they all got wrecked, and so I had to go have my nails done. And my nail person told me she was pregnant, so I was really excited. Now I've cut the heart die, which it does have a name. What's it called? Oops. It's called the Detailed Hearts die. I've cut this out of watercolor paper, and you'll see why in a second. And then I have cut a strip of some patterned paper from the Best Dressed 6x6 pad. This is out of the new catalogue. So I've cut I actually am loving this pattern, and I can tell you what I've cut that to. Cut it to 3 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch, and 3.5 by 3/4. And then I've got some of our new, I forget what this is actually called. I'll have a look, because this ribbon everyone needs. It is amazing. I'll show you something in a second. Another reason why you'll need it. It's the Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon. And I've got some tassels from the Best Dressed Suite. Now these don't come like this, but I'm going to show you how to make them like that. So you can actually also colour this ribbon, and I will show you, because I did it yesterday. This is actually the same ribbon, and I have just coloured that with a lovely lipstick blend. So you can make that to coordinate any project. It's really, really cool. So that's that. So what we're going to do is get our card started. So we're going to start with our die. You also need some bits cut out with the die out of Gold Glimmer, and the reason for that is because we're going to fill in some with Gold Glimmer hearts, and I've actually also already got some cut from all the cards I've been making. So I will just, now I've got nails back on, I've got to relearn how to open things, because I haven't had them on for a good 3 weeks. All right, I'm going to pour out all my hearts. That sounds funny. I'm going to pour out my heart to you. Okay, so we want to take, I'll put these to the side for now. We want to take our watercolored die cut and an aqua painter. Now what I did first was I actually just wet the whole die cut, and what this does is helps the color to spread. And you'll see that in a second when we add our inks. Going to grab a smaller bit of grid paper, so I didn't even replace and put new grid paper down. How naughty am I? Okay, so now I'm going to grab some, lost my iPad, there we go. So I'm going to grab some colours. I'm going to do some Mango Melody, so I'm just going to push that into the lid to get our colour started, and I'm just going to go and paint it onto the hearts. You can add more colour in some areas and some less if you like. It's completely up to you. I'm just being pretty rough with it. We want to do this first so we can set it aside to dry. This card, if you prep it, actually really doesn't take long. So now we want to go and add, I'll clean out my brush a little bit. We want to go and add some Flirty Flamingo. Got to give these ones a really good push. Okay, so we'll go in and add some Flirty Flamingo hearts. So these products, if you're a demonstrator, you can order now. But if you're not a demonstrator, you can be, and you can add all of these brand new products to your starter kit. You don't even have to wait. How cool is that? So I have a link on my video description of how you can join my team, and you'll be able to add these products to your starter kit. So it's a super fun way of getting all the things you want early and at a discount. So this, I'm just going and adding some Petal Pink, and then I'm going to finish off by adding some lovely lipstick, which is one of my new favorites, my go-to colors at the moment. I seem to be adding lovely lipstick to everything. So we've almost painted it all, and then we'll just set it aside to dry. Hi Nicole, how are you? I missed seeing you on stage because you were at the other side of the country. missed my Nicole time. Okay, so there we've got that nicely painted. Now we'll just pop those away. We're just going to set that aside to dry for a second. And now we can stamp our little bits. So we want to take our Flirty Flamingo piece, and then we're going to take the stamp that says "You Make My Life Better." I love that one. As you can see, I have been using them. I've been very good this time with my pre-order, because the things that I have pre-ordered I have been using, and I've almost used them all. The only ones I've still got to use out of my whole bunch that I showed you guys is these 4. So they're the ones I'm on a mission this week to use. My sister, because I'm on night shift and Declan's on a late shift, so my sister's picked up my son from school and has got him at the movies watching Frozen 2, so they may rock up at any point before I go to work. So we may have an larger interruption. I'm not sure yet. Let's hope it's not like it was the other day. Right, so there's our little sentiment stamped in lovely lipstick onto Flirty Flamingo cardstock. Then we want to grab some crumb cake, and we're going to mount the 3 hearts. There's a solid, an outline, and a smaller solid heart. So we want to mount all 3 of those. Got little bits and pieces in here. I've been die cutting away, making lots of bits and pieces. I'm not huge into Valentine's Day. It's not a big, it's becoming bigger in Australia, but it's not a big thing. So I've been using this one to make like lovey cards, but not specifically Valentine's Day. And that's what my class will be, because I think here in Australia we don't super celebrate Valentine's Day. So it gives you the option of making them Valentine's Day, but you don't have to. Sorry, I just have to keep drinking. My throat is so dry. Okay, so we're going to take our smaller bit of Sahara sand, and we are just going to literally randomly stamp in crumb cake around the edges. If you're popping on, don't forget to share my video. I'm giving away a packet of these Toil Tidings glitter enamel dots to someone that shares, and I'll draw those over the weekend. So you've got till the weekend. So what's that? What are we on today? The 4th. So the 5th, the 6th. So probably till the 8th, and I'll draw the winner then. If these don't stamp properly, you can just go back over and re-stamp, and it's fine. So you don't have to do the whole card because you're not going to see the middle. So you only have to do the outside. Hi Kylie, how are you? So I'll just randomly stamp a few of these. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. I'm by no means a perfect stamper at all. I like imperfections. Because let's just face it. Oh, that's stamped half a heart. Don't strive to be perfect by any means. This one just does not want to stamp the whole heart. Okay. Then we'll go with the outline, and we'll stamp some little hearts. Oh, good, Wendy. I'm glad that I'm, what is it called? Enabling. Because this stamp set, it was actually that heart die that grabbed me. I wasn't that fussed on the stamp set either. And then I got playing, and I realised that it was so much more than just Valentine's Day stuff. I mean, there is a happy Valentine's Day, but there's other things that you can use, like For You Make My Life Better. Like, you know, I'd send that to lots of people. So lots of people make my life better, including all of you guys. I need to sneeze. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh, I cannot get rid of this hay fever. It's horrible. Okay, so now we can pop our crumb cake away. Now, while we're stamping, we may as well stamp the inside. So I've just added some stems and one of the hearts in lovely lipstick. So I might just, rather than clean that, I'll just stamp it off a few times. And then we need our stems. And we're just going to stamp those in Granny Apple Green. I might just grab the big stem. And we want to do that to our white piece that's going to go on the inside. Thanks, Lee. I've been sneezing galore, so I'm hoping that the clients at work tonight don't get annoyed with all my sneezing. Because, yeah, Kayla's sneezing everywhere. So there's our Granny Apple Green stems, and then we want to go back in with our lovely lipstick and our little heart. And I'm just going to stamp a couple. I like to do things in threes, so we'll stamp 3 hearts for the inside. And that's all our stamping done. We can adhere, I'll pop all these dirty stamps to the side. I've got my cleaner coming tomorrow, and I'm actually going to work at 5:30 tonight, which is not long. And then I'm working till 5 o'clock tomorrow night, so I don't come home at all. So my cleaner's coming over, so I want to make sure that all my craft stuff is out of the way, so it's not in her way. So I have to clean those stamps. Hi Michelle, hi Wendy. Hi Wendy. Hi Vicky, I mean. Wendy, the leaf stamp is beautiful. I love it. Okay, so now we can mount our white Sahara sand that we've stamped onto our white backing. Now I'm a liquid glue girl, but you can use snail or tape or whatever suits you. Now I'm just going to fold my card base, which is also Sahara sand. I'm a big fan of Sahara sand and crumb cake, especially at the moment. Loving my crumb cake and Sahara sand. Been using it lots. Now we can adhere our card front to our card base. Michelle, I loved that card you shared. What was it using? Oh, it was using that flowery one. The one, I think you got it on stage. You won it. That was so pretty. Right, so I can glue in my card insert, which you could add a sentiment in there if you wish. So that's the base of our card done. Now what we want to do is add our stitch triangle, and I'm going to add that with some dimensionals. I'm still on my mini dimensional binge, still using up heaps of my... but sometimes I have found that the cards I love the absolute most are the ones that do not turn out as planned at all. The totally random ones have always been my favourites. And I sit back and look at the end and think, how did that even happen? But it's meant to be. Dimensionals I really suck at with nails on, by the way. Especially these mini dimensionals. And peeling the backings off. You watch, I'll complain about having nails on, and then I miss them when I don't have them on. So, go figure. Oh, goodness. I just need to relearn how to use nails. Michelle, I wrecked my nails on stage. I had to get new ones. And I was straight back into work when we got back, so I've only just today had a chance to go have my nails refixed. Or fixed, but I was missing my nails. Right, so I stuck the rectangle stitched shape on a bit of an angle. Now I'm just going to drink my water again. Now I have taken the new punch, which is from the catalogue, and this is out of the heart punch pack. It comes with 2 hearts. And I've punched that out of vellum. We're going to use that in a second, but what we'll do first is grab our sentiment, and we're actually going to adhere that with dimensionals over the top of our bit of designer series paper that we love. I'm going to be using that Best Dressed designer series paper a lot. Oh, my foot is actually kind of on the mend. I've got a new pair of shoes, my lovely Birkenstocks, and they've been helping loads. And now I think I need Birkenstocks in like every colour invented to man. Hi Renee, how are you? That's true, Wendy. I'm just being lazy. My Poke tool is literally right here, and I've got my Take a Pic somewhere, so I should probably get it out. Right. Here's our heart piece that we have watercoloured earlier. It's still a little bit wet, but I think we'll be right. So I'm just going to stick that down, and what I'm going to do is grab my fine tip glue pen. I should really check the time for what, so I've got to be at work, but I'm sure we'll be fine for time. Now I just applied a little bit of glue to all of this is quite runny, so you don't need too much at all, just to the solid hearts and a few bits in here and there where we want it to make sure it's stuck down. So you do not need much glue at all. Yeah. Okay, because it's wet, it's quite hard to move this. So let's just see if we can drop it down carefully. Look at that. And then the glue will just take a minute to work. That will just sort of move that round a little bit. Okie dokie. So now we can stick, we want to stick our heart on. So you want to apply glue just to where you won't see it. So where you won't see it is just in the middle here. This glue is getting to the end of its life. So we're just going to stick that down, and then we're going to stick our sentiment down just using glue, or you can use glue dots, whatever you want. Make sure I stick it up the right way. Goodness me. Okay, so now it's this stage that I went and added my gold hearts because I wanted to see where you'd be able to see them, basically. So I'm just gonna probably have to get my take your pick tool out because they're very hard to pick up with nails on. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, now I can hear myself on the iPad. The noise just randomly came on. So I kind of found I had to sit them there to make sure I had the right hearts for the right bit. Got a mixture of glimmer, watercolor hearts, all kinds of things going on in here. Now because that's wet, my vellum has curled up a little bit, but that's okay because it should go back down. Okay, so we need another heart somewhere up here. Oh, I thought my sister was here with my son then. Thought now it's going to get loud, but no, it was just the neighbour. It's all good. Where do we want this one? Maybe there? Yep, I think that's good. So what I did now is just use the take your pick tool to pick those up, add some glue, and then stick them back into the heart shape. Honestly, everyone needs this bundle. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to be offering this as a class in January. So if you buy the bundle with me in January when it goes live, you'll get a free class kit to make 6 cards and a free PDF and some free videos to watch as well. This one doesn't want to pick up. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I'll have lots of incentives for buying it in January, and it will make cards just in time for February in case you do celebrate Valentine's Day. And also we'll be offering the PDF classes and videos to international people if they want them. So it's really going to be an exciting year for me next year because I will be offering lots more online classes and things because of my work situation and rostering and shift work. It's just really hard to do too many in-person classes. So oh, that's the second person that said I've changed their mind, so that's awesome. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to enable and encourage shopping. Okay, I'm just gonna use some glue dots here just to help keep that heart down. It's not wanting to stay. I think it's because I'm doing a video and I'm being rather impatient, so I did stick that down when it was still wet. Okay, so now we're going to use our crinkled seam binding ribbon, and we're going to pop this through the tassel. Now I want to show you something really cool. So these Best Dressed tassels come like this. There's a pink, I think that's like a, maybe a petal pink, peacock, which is obviously one of my faves, and they've also got these white ones. The cool thing about these white ones, and I'll show you with a different colour, because I've done this with Lovely Lipstick, is that you can colour them, make them look dip dyed. So what I'll do is I'll colour it with maybe this light Bermuda Bay. All I have done is gone in and literally coloured the ends of my tassel. So you can totally change these up, make them a colour that suits your project. Just make sure you get all the bits. And then I flipped it over because I found it wasn't, because the twine was thicker, it's not quite enough to go through to the back. So you want to flip it over and just do the back. And then look how cool that is. You get like a dip dyed tassel. So It's a really fun way of changing it up. Anyway, I need more water. Okay, so I've stuck my ribbon through my tassel, and then the cool thing about this ribbon too is that it's quite thin, so it's really easy to tie bows with and doesn't add too much bulk. So I've just tied a knot, and I'm going to go ahead and tie this into a bow. It's really cool to tie bows with. So then you can fuss around with it a little bit. I'm just going to grab my scissors and cut that a bit shorter, and then that's ready to be glue dot. Just get a glue dot, and then I have added the glue dot a little bit underneath just to poke this a little bit tucked in so it's hanging off kind of the edge of the card. Now to finish this up, we're going to get one of my favourite embellishments, and that's the Noble Peacock rhinestones, and I'm just going to go ahead and add them in 3 different sizes, so 1 of each size. I think I want to move that one. Where will I move it to? There? No. Sometimes I do this with sequins and rhinestones, really, actually. I fuss around until I'm exactly happy with their placement. So when that dries a little, that heart will fix itself. But that is our card using the Heart to Heart bundle, case from the catalogue but changed up a little bit. So really super fun and easy to make. You could prep a few of the backgrounds and have a lot of them made in one sitting. Really fun, and I've changed them up a little bit and coloured one of the tassels with my blends so you can see that you can change them up. Really, really super fun. So that was a pretty quick example using a brand new bundle from the Stampin' Up! New catalogue that will be live to customers on the 3rd of January. But if you don't want to wait, you can join my team and order from it now, add it to your starter kit. So that will be going live with the Celebration catalogue. Don't forget to share my video. I'll be drawing it on the 8th to win a packet of these Toil Tidings glitter dots. I hope you enjoyed my little video today and that I've been popping on a little bit more regularly when I can. So thanks so much for watching. Now I'm off to get ready for night shift, and because I'm going to be at work for 24 hours, so I better get organised. So thanks for watching, guys. Love you lots. Bye.